Hello and welcome back to the Apex Gauntlet. I'm Tandy, joined by Ross Merriam. Say hi, Ross.
Hi, Ross.
And today's Gauntlet that we're playing right now is me playing 8-Peezy and Pioneer. We're gonna have a second Gauntlet after this one. We're one match down. We're gonna be swapping over to Modern in just a little while. Ross is gonna be playing Aspiring Spike's Green Red Asmo food deck that he's been kind of tearing up leagues with over the last week and streaming it all over the place. Very excited to see how that goes. But we have a lot more Pioneer action for you right now, specifically against Mono Green Devotion.
Yeah, I think I learned over the course of that Rakdos mid-range matchup that I should have been taking the more aggressive posture from the Rakdos side. Mono Green is definitely going to be taking an aggressive posture. Yeah. Very difficult to deal with threats, and we know how powerful this deck is, so I don't think we need to explain too much of this Mono Green deck.
Yep. All right, let's go
It's
ahead.
busted.
Yeah, does a lot of Llanowar Elves shenanigans.
Yeah. Though, surprisingly, it was only like the fourth most played deck at the South American regional championship this weekend.
Well,
Mono White Humans.
it had a very poor showing. It had a very poor showing at the first round of regional championships in Atlanta.
Yeah, it's been heavily targeted since then, along with Izzet Phoenix. So we're seeing a little bit of change in the Pioneer metagame, but definitely a very powerful deck. And my hand is quite good. So I hope I get to sage you a 1/1 token to like win a game.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna bottom that. Add a mulligan.
Yeah, I will play Llanowar Elves.
Mm-hmm.
Phase it out.
Well, unfortunately, my first land has to be Spikefield Cave. So, your turn.
Well, my second land is also Lair of the Hydra, and I have an Old Growth Patrol.
Okay.
You're up.
So, being on the draw in this matchup, not having like functional lands, a little awkward. Here, I can kill the elf, or I can get a Pyromancer down.
Let's imagine I played a Forest.
Why would you do that?
In case you kill this thing.
Oh, I mean, you know my list. Don't do that.
No.
You know my list. I don't have a way to do it except 2 removal spells.
It'll be
All right, whatever. Go. That just means he has Nykthos in hand, so he doesn't care. This is like the net draw, elf and a troll with no interaction from the opponent. Like, I have ways to kill the elf. Like, I could have played Riverglide on red and killed elf on 1, but then I think I'm just screwing myself so badly.
4 green.
Yeah.
Play a Karn. Not sure what I want to get. Kind of think it is Boat.
Yeah, but it's pretty hot.
The cheap things don't really do anything. I want something to do next turn. Yeah. Minus and get Boat.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna scoop it. Whatever.
You just can't beat a boat.
I cannot beat a boat, but I'm just really far behind. I can not play 2 spells this turn, so we're just gonna be 0-1 real quick to start.
Yeah.
My mulligan hand was not that bad, but my mana was just really awkward, and I just fell way too far behind. I can kill the elf, I can't kill the Karn, so I'm just getting obliterated for the next 2 turns. So.
Yeah. I'll just eventually God statue you, and that's gonna be Any braids in your side, Brad?
I have 1 abrade, but mostly it's just a bunch of counter spells is the important thing.
Yeah.
The 2 strangles do help a good bit against Karn. Like, you can minus and get 1 thing, but I can usually kill it. But my hand was just 2 Fire Impulse and 2 more creatures or whatever, so it's just not really enough. Alright, game number 2. I'll be on the plug. Let's see if this 7 is good.
Or bad.
Yeah. Could be bad. Well, it is pretty bad. Couple mana problems here. First match didn't have mana problems. Oh, 5 games. I think I'm mulliganing 1 time in 5 games.
I'm not sure if I did mulligan and I lost. Well, definitely gonna mulligan that no-lander. Send that one away.
All right, chat. How are we liking the 8-Peezy deck so far? Because I think it looks pretty sweet. That game was kind of embarrassing, though. I'll say that.
Yeah, those games kind of happen in Pioneer, though. Like, one person stumbles and just gets rolled over, especially against Mono Green.
Well, Taryn, I know you like it. See, I keep having these, like, one-landers. It's, like, kind of a bummer. I feel like I should maybe keep this one because I have the Consider, though.
Yeah, you just been a cruise and hope for the best. On 6, that's... Yeah. Can't be too picky.
I guess. I feel like I don't even have a way to kill an elf, though, so it's, like, kind of really bad. I don't have a red source or removal spell for it.
You'll be fine.
All right, put a card back. Yeah, the fact that it was Pathway plus Riverglide was awkward. Keep.
Get there?
Yeah.
See? Everything works out.
Yep. I told you I didn't have red removal or.
Oh.
Right, we're gonna Fading Hope and Elf and make a token.
Dash me for 2.
Attack for 2. I get to scry 1. Another land on top is pretty good. Alright, here we go. Bouncing an elf there is not like the coolest thing in the world, but it does let me attack, which I think is important, and makes a token, and fills my graveyard, and lets me scry.
Karn, get a boat.
No, it disappeared.
No!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah!
No!
Yeah! Yeah!
I am dead.
Maybe.
14.
By Gigantha. I'm gonna Fading Hope your elf. I'm just trying to play tempo here.
What Todd doesn't know is that my hand sucks. We'll play Lair of the Hydra and 2 elves.
All right.
This is the second game of the Gauntlet where I have drawn 4 lands to start. Well, this also happened when I kept a 4-lander with Rakdos.
Pick 2. Spikefield 1. And I think I'm going to offer the trade. I think I just have enough stuff.
I will take it. I'm at 12.
Go. We already have the 5 tokens. I have the Gigantha in hands. I just want to tax his mana a bit.
I will Wolflow Haven and untap Forest. Pass the turn.
For me. Oh, wait.
It's only a 2/2, so
That's probably still worth.
yeah.
Maybe it's not, though. Maybe I just chill.
I think it's a token is worth 4 damage.
Well, let's do this first, and then I can.
Yeah.
All right, you're at 8.
Yep.
Go.
You got the hall too.
Yeah.
Cavalier.
Bonk.
Got a land?
Do I have a land?
Yeah.
No. Not yet.
Can't beat lands, can't beat spells.
Yeah. Ross did the Shame plays land after he gets Meg disappeared.
Yeah, I guess you would have had to
Sack a token. But...
yeah. Whatever. Still dead to a land. Still can't beat spells.
Let's play Juggy. Here we go.
Not sure what I can draw here.
Here at 4?
I guess it starts with Cavalier.
Yeah.
Or I guess Storm.
Storm Festival can maybe get you there.
Beseiju cannot.
Yeah. Does stop the land, but not quite good enough.
Yeah. My opening 7 was 3 lands, 3 elves, Karn. I put an elf back. And I drew 4 lands to start the game.
Nice. I mean, I don't know. Whenever I play mono green, there's like a type of game that involves you just like flooding tremendously, and another type of game that involves your elf dying and you getting mana screwed. And those 2 types of games are just the least fun I've ever had playing Magic, which is one of the reasons why I love mono green Devotion when it was very creature oriented. I despise that build. It's obviously insanely powerful. People win with it all the time, but the gameplay is just so bad, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the perils of playing ramp decks, right? You know, sometimes you need to draw the right mix of mana and threats, especially against opposing interactions. But that is 2 pre-board games, so if you want to sideboard...
Yeah. Oh yeah, you don't sideboard, lol.
I do have 2 boats, so I might bring in a boat.
Oh, you should probably bring in a boat. All right,
yeah.
So mono green, we'll bring in some Disdainful Strokes. and the negate, and maybe the abrade. I got to figure out what's bad in the matchup. Most of my cards are decent in this matchup. Fading Hope is specifically for Old Growth Troll and Cavalier, so that I can kind of use my creatures to pinch.
Let's get this impossible to cast Nicol Bolas out of my deck and bring in a boat instead.
All right, I think I'm not going to bring in the abrade. I think I'm just fine bringing in the 3 counter spells.
I'm a boat you so hard.
Yeah, I hope so. I think I kind of want to cut Of One Mind. So I occasionally cut Treasure Cruise type cards against mono green. They're very good in attrition wars, but they're not that good when you're like sitting on your heels trying to play this. Like the Of One Minds, I think, can just come out. It's not really what the matchup is about. Yeah. It's just about having the right cards at the right time and then using your 2 drops to leverage that advantage. So we're just gonna bring in the counter spells for Of One Mind.
I like that.
What'd you cut for? Oh, Nicol Bolas for a boat.
Yeah.
Tom Ross, what's your opinion on domain aggro with the current meta? If you're talking about in modern, I got my butt whooped by that deck on Magic Online last night. Or 2 nights ago.
So I haven't played with it, so I can't speak with too much confidence, but I have a sneaking suspicion that is a deck that currently is built very poorly, and if somebody puts the work in it to build it better, it can be very good. Like it feels a lot like when Mardu Pyromancer 5 years ago. People were playing a lot of like weird, expensive spells because they were full value cards, and you just wanted to be super efficient.
How's the matchup versus White Weenie? Well, Spinoza, that's our next matchup, so we'll see.
We'll be testing.
That is the reason why I chose the 3 decks to play against, because it showcases the mid-range, the kind of ramp combo, and the aggro. So we're going to put it up against a true gauntlet today.
Right. I will keep my hint.
Me too.
Elf.
Okay. Kill it.
You're at 18.
I
am. Even a forest. You're up.
So, what card am I afraid of next turn? Not a ton. I'm gonna go to 16. I'm gonna play Ledgerman. If it would be a no-brainer to play a Young Pyromancer there, but Ledger Shredder doesn't punish Ross enough. If
I think I just have to play my stuff out and not worry too much about the Ledger Shredder, so I am gonna play this Elf along with Kiora.
Discard and opt counter.
That's turn.
So next turn can be scary. I think I probably just attack the Kiora for 2, and we'll try to chop it down over time and say go. I can put a little more pressure on the table, but that leaves me very vulnerable to a big top deck from Ross. Or not top deck, but just like a big spell from Ross next turn. And if he wants to untap the Wolfwillow Haven, it could potentially cost him a loyalty, which could end up with Kiora dying next turn. So.
Awkward. I guess we just have to do it. Play Elf. Make 4 green. Tap here.
Yep.
Oh god, that's gonna be really awkward.
That's 6.
Hold on. Maybe I don't play the Elf.
Yeah, I mean, you can just cast a Storm the Festival and not play the Elf, right?
Yeah. The issue is, because this is on 5 right now. If I put it on 4 and double spell, Todd can discard a spell to my Connive trigger, then Connive on his turn, get it up to 4 and attack the Kiora down.
Yep.
And that's a problem. And neither way lets me play around Make Disappear, unfortunately, unless I give up the other Nykthos in my hand, which is going to be important for flashing it back the Storm the Festival. So, so I think I just make 4, untap here, and play Storm.
Okay, I will Disdainful Stroke.
Okay. And then I will attack for 1.
15.
That's the turn.
Consider.
Well, that's unfortunate. discarding a cruise, so I'm very dead.
Oh, I just have another cruise in hand, and I just
Yeah.
need all my other cards.
Yeah, but I can't beat a cruise, so
Yes, you can. It's just a draw 3. Doesn't affect the board at all.
I have nothing going on.
Okay, so we'll go. Let's see how many cards. 3, 6. Perfect. All right, so let's go. Pyromancer. I guess I can consider first. Okay, I think this might be better actually. All right, I'm gonna Fading Hope your elf. Gonna make a token. Again, we're burning our resources here. Yeah, and I have to discard a spell here. So, and that'll give me the consider. I'm gonna bang on the cure for 4, and then I'm gonna play a treasure cruise. I'm gonna leave 1 thing in the yard. I'm gonna get a thing off of this. Draw 3.
And Todd's basically giving me 1 turn to do something, and I don't really have much to do.
I could leave the elf, right? But that just leaves Ross with the ability to hardcast another storm next turn. But Cavalier here is like a little annoying. Just that. That's really good news for me. All right. I don't think Ross can win, but we'll just keep playing. Let's go TPI. Let's go strangle this, trigger this. Discard a TPI. So I get a counter.
Make 2 tokens.
Yeah. And we will play Spire Bluff Canal tapped. And attack for
9.
5, 6, 7, 9. Alright, your turn. GG. Alright. Well,
Jesus.
I mean, it's functioning on all cylinders, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's feeling really good. It's churning, which I like.
Well, my opening hand was this.
Cruise is unplayable, doesn't impact the board. I'm saying in that spot, like, it's not adding more pressure.
Last game I was 4 lands in a row. This game I was 3 lands and 2 elves.
Man playing mono green with 8 elves unfortunately draws more elves. Alright, so 2-1 so far. Luckily for me, Ross doesn't have like a sideboard to help out, so my deck gets a lot better and his kind of stays the same. It's kind of the curse of playing Karn and mono green, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, for as powerful as mono green is, its lack of flexibility is really its downfall. Everyone knows all of its tricks, and you know that not much is changing after a sideboard. It's brought in a single boat. So they're just once you know how to beat it, there's not much that mono green can do to change change their list. If you have a bad week with mono green, you're like, I've got to update it for next weekend for the changing metagame. What can you do? Change 2 sideboard cards?
Yeah. So here's the type of hand that I want to talk about, and I would like to get your input, because I think this is a mulligan, right? We don't have any way to kill elf. We're on the draw. A turn 1 opt off of island. Like, I think we're just going to end up... Yeah, so this is the draw step. This is the opt. We'll bottom it. We'll do this. So we do draw an answer to elf pretty quick, but then my turn 2 just kind of sucks because I can't play a creature. I think I just want to be able to interact on 1, so I'm just going to mulligan. Classic double Nykthos. Was it even keepable if those were forests? I didn't think it was.
Yeah, it has elf troll.
Elf troll. Dang. I don't think we should unban Treasure Cruise in Modern or Legacy. I think that would probably be a mistake. We have to do a lot of work in our deck to actually make Treasure Cruise worthwhile, and without fetches, it's just not free.
It's honestly surprising to me that it's been about a year since Consider was printed, and Treasure Cruise is still legal in Pioneer.
So you're saying we should ban Consider?
I talked about this for years on the podcast with Pioneer. Like, if they print another good 1-mana cantrip, then Treasure Cruise and Dig Through Time are going to be too good. And they not only did they print a good one, they printed a very good one in particular for enabling Delve, and it has made the card quite good. Whereas before, Cruise and Dig really didn't see a lot of play, but has not made them broken by any means.
All right, I got a decent 6. We're going to put back an extra land. Yeah, Tybalt, the new artifacts actually, specifically Stonebrain, really put some more stress on the sideboard for mono green. I was a big fan of playing Voracious Hydra, maybe a couple other things in the sideboard like Skylasher sometimes when mono blue is good.
I will put the expensive card on bottom.
But now our slots are just stretched thinly. All right, I'm gonna shock at 18.
Spike field.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a forest. You're up.
No more mana ramper. All right. Our hand's all blue, so we'll just put lighter shredder with this on blue.
I'll play Nykthos and Fiora.
Yep.
You're up.
Start with a consider. You don't need the land. We'll draw. Land opt trigger. We'll discard. Well, we can play another opt this turn. So I guess I'll just discard Soken's. We don't get the counter. I'll resolve the opt. Top card. Steam Vents will bottom. Draw. I'll attack this for one. Here we go. Think I'm in some trouble. We're gonna have a pretty good turn next turn though, and if he plays 2 spells, we get to loot as well, so it's not that bad.
Play Karn.
The results.
And boat is, I don't think, going to be very good since you
Are likely to grow this.
You're either going to connive or hold up a counterspell,
Mhm.
right? And both of them stop boat from doing anything. Could get Hearst to stop cruise. That doesn't seem great because you're probably cruising next turn if you have it.
Yeah.
I could immediately get Crypt and let you connive, but stop a cruise. But I think I'm going to get this Transmogrifying Wand.
That's a cool one. I think that card is really underrated.
And I'll pass the turn.
Alright, I'm gonna go for an opt. I'll keep. Tap. Draw. Storm card, Peezy Cruise for 2. Make a
First.
token. Yep. Loot. Discard a Steam Vents. Unfortunate that we did not get +1/+1, but I think overall worth 1, 2, 3. Actually, maybe I actually might have. Yeah, I have to discard a Treasure Cruise. I have to keep you from being able to do this next turn.
Yeah, otherwise I'm just going to boat you, and it's going to be good.
Right. All right, 2 there. You're good.
Guess I will take the opportunity while you're tapped down to float a mana and storm.
All right. Let's see how good it is. I'm like, okay if it's just like Troll. The card draw from Ross is a little awkward, but
Not great.
no.
Really wanted a Cavalier there.
Yes.
These go in the bottom. Yeah, it's Cavalier graveyard. I will stack Oath, then the Kiora trigger, so I'll draw first.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will Oath. Interesting set of draws. This is gonna get plus nothing, so let's.
Yep. Fuck. I don't want to talk about what I'm going to do next.
Another
turn.
troll.
Yeah. All right.
And pass the turn.
We would really like to draw Fading Hope this turn. That's actually pretty good. That is pretty good. I think might be better next turn though. Let's start with a consider. We'll have I see summoning sick ones and non-summoning sick ones.
Yeah.
All right. Consider top card. Bench a Strangle. I just really want to get the troll off the table this turn, so your Nykthos is dog shit next turn. That is interesting. Not really Let's see, I can play a land. Opt. Can I first? All right, opt resolves.
Yep.
Bottom. Consider. Now I might have to keep it. Just don't want to get too greedy. This is very scary. Both of Ross's planeswalkers are huge threats.
Yep.
Like, never had a chance to kill both. All right, we'll graveyard draw. All right, let's kill Karn. Let's let Ross have a crazy turn next turn. Go. Could have played this turn a lot differently. Not really sure what the right play is.
Okay. Well, Slanor Elves is going to net me mana.
You have a land to play? Might be better to play Troll before the Elf.
Yes, I have a land to play.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, so
I
Elf is
was
free. but
deciding
Troll's
between
not.
Forest and Troll off that oath, and I
Nice.
took the high risk play. I could, Troll anyway and hope to draw an untapped land off the Kiora. But then if I miss, I've only have access to 8, so that does not seem particularly good. But if I Elf, then I'm up to 6 devotion, so this goes to 6, and I've got 11 mana, and I can flashback the Storm. I could also,
Maybe I should have. I think I should have kept Strangle and just killed Kiora and let you have a Karn minus. I guess you just. It's just mana.
6. Yeah, this is better.
Yeah.
3, 6, 9. Yeah. So I'll play Llanowar Elves. I'll make 6 green.
Yep.
I will.
You can play the Troll, untap Nykthos, activate it, and it's free.
Well, I'm gonna go to 1 green and play Cavalier first. Because if I just hit a land, then I can.
Yep.
Green. Oh no, because I don't. This only gets me to 9.
So you can untap the Nykthos, play this, and then with this trigger on the stack, activate Nykthos. And then if you hit another Nykthos, you go crazy.
So, but then, 3. Yeah, that's what I need to do.
All right, so this goes to 4.
So
You
make
untap
the mana,
Yeah.
untap this, play. So I have 6 floating. Then I have 1 with the Cavalier. Cavalier trigger on the stack go to 9, and now I just need 1 here.
Yeah.
And you get to connive.
Well, you also just have this, right? Or you play that.
Yeah,
this turn.
that's
All right. Connive. And discard a Spire Bluff Canal.
Yeah. So I played Elf. I made a 6. I untapped a Nykthos. Go to 1 to play the Cavalier, still with these untapped now. Then with the triggers on the stack, play that. I will stack the Cavalier trigger, then the Kiora trigger, so I'll draw first. And then I will look at top 5.
Land from hand or land in the top 5 is Storm the Festival from the
I
graveyard.
was getting a little...
Almost missed. All right. So 10 mana.
Yep, that gets me to 10.
Yep.
Flashback Storm.
Man. I don't know if I'm just supposed to let you Karn me. Like, maybe just casting your... I don't know. I had a lot of different things I could do last turn, and they all involved me leaving a Planeswalker in play. I think maybe it was just use Odawara to bounce Old Growth Troll, and then we kill Karn and hit Cure for a little bit, and that just constricts both things. And then on the following turn, we go, Iconoclast plus a bunch of draw spells. I think that probably would have been a little bit better. Like, we just kind of whiffed on our Fading Hope that I was digging for, but...
I guess I'll get Cavalier, Kiora, keep the new one, draw 2, then Cav again.
That's always weird. Yeah, if you ever storm the festival and hit a second Kiora and a creature, you get the card from both the Kioras.
Okay, go to Forest off of that Cav. And I've just got another Elf to play.
Okay, I'm probably conceding soon.
And, I'll pass the turn.
I guess I can have like a nutty turn if I cruise, but I can't like deal with things you have in play very well.
Yeah, I think I'm just playing defense here and using this other.
Do you have another storm in the graveyard?
No, I have one in hand.
Okay.
I drew it off one of the
Right, I'll just concede. I'll save us some time. We can play another game.
Yeah, I think ultimately this storm is gonna.
I think I just could have played that other turn way better. I think I was too focused on trying to kill both planeswalkers instead of just reducing your board's impact and then killing one planeswalker.
I'm storming into the card next turn, which is good enough.
Yeah.
So unless you had 2 counter spells,
I had enough. I had a Fire Impulse and a token generator.
Another card is going to give me 2 cards, 2 Kioras, and 14 damage, which I hear kills people. But...
Yeah, it's pretty infinite. We're going to be on the play here for game number 5. This is the deciding game of the match. Both games I've been on the draw have looked embarrassing. Well, I guess I've been on the draw.
Yeah, you were on the draw for game 3.
Oh,
that was the game where I drew a bunch. Well, both games that you've won are games where I just flooded.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't really had a game where you've had a good interactive draw and I've had a good draw. It's just been awkward.
Well, there was one game where I had to make disappear for your Karn on 3, I think, and that was pretty brutal.
But it was the literal only threat I had.
7. Alright. We're going to keep.
Keep?
Yes, keep.
That's unfair. How would you do a thing like that?
I don't know.
I'm going to keep shuffling.
There you go. This is not to be confused with Versus Live. This is the Apex Gauntlet. Similar.
Hashtag branding.
But different.
Okay. I've got a 7-card hand. That is awesome.
I think the end goal for us is to just have some kind of show like that on a more permanent basis. We just need a studio. Turns out our friends here at Apex Gaming have a pretty nice studio. Thanks for all the setup.
I do not think this 7 is good enough.
All right, I'll see it and then ship it. All right, so no elf, 2 Oath of Nissa. I don't know. I mean, I'd probably not keep it. Like without any ramp. Like
I just don't.
You just let me play a 2-drop with this hand, and that's horrible.
And without applying a ton of pressure, I don't think the cards are going to be very good. Like if these cards were like a troll and a cavalier, I'd be much more inclined to keep this hand.
Well, Dago, just so you know, this is a once every couple of months thing because the people at Apex were kind enough to bring us up for the weekend. Yeah. We're doing commentary tomorrow on the Apex.
We live 250 miles away, so.
Yeah, more like once a quarter, that's true. If they ever get the big brain idea of like paying for me and Ross to come live here, maybe, but it's going to be kind of hard to get Ross to move away from a downtown city to the country, as we say, in the South.
Does anyone actually say that?
Country?
Yeah.
I'm a country boy. You don't think I say country? I do when I'm leaning into it.
I'm not sure if anyone says that.
Okay.
I would like confirmation from the chat. That is a thing that people say.
All right, buddy. Sir.
Jesus Christ. It's a keep, but it's not good.
All right. I'll play Spikefield. Here we go.
I will play Forest.
Sheesh. What's that, Tandy? A 2-drop on turn 2 with nothing in the way? I'll take it.
I will play Haven.
Yep. Well, I'm going to play a Consider. We're going to get a token. Top card. Oof. Oh, man.
Is Caltrops Pioneer legal? Anybody?
Caltrops? My man just said Caltrops.
Yeah.
That's what you're going with, Caltrops.
Can someone tell me? Is Caltrops Pioneer legal? Oh, that can't be good.
Play another Spikefield Cave. I'm going to attack for 2.
Yeah, I'm at 18.
Here we go.
The classic draw Oath on turn 2 when I need to Haven, and then draw a layer on turn 3.
Nice.
That's perfect. I will play a Karn.
Yeah, what you gonna go get?
I will get a boat.
All right.
Big old boat.
I get to kill this Karn for free. We'll see if I can draw a good answer to the boat.
You don't get to kill it for free. You get to kill it for boat.
All right. Well, I do want to draw a land, so we're gonna play this.
Not even Caltrops isn't even modern legal.
Oh, that's a bummer, actually. All right, I really want to draw a untapped blue source. Another red source here.
I was pretty sure it wasn't Pioneer legal, but I thought it would have been in like 8th or 9th.
Well, that should be it.
I knew it was in 7th. I could have told you it was in 7th edition.
All right, let's kill the Karn.
Jeez, we need to get a Caltrops reprint.
And I will say go.
That can't be good.
It's pretty good for me. I don't have a counterspell. What are you going to target?
You're just going to bounce it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely just targeting this.
Yeah. All right, we'll get a sword. I'm going to bounce this. I'm going to scry one. Looking for another blue source. That is another creature. I don't know how good the creatures are here. We're just kind of keeping Ross on the back foot. I really just want to draw a counterspell now, I think, though, so I'll just bottom. Because if I can just like keep him from crewing the...
Did you just draw a card?
Okay, that's my draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
You're good.
All right, no draw. Let's go with this.
Treasure Cruise.
I guess I'll go opt first.
Yeah.
So we got 3 can attack and then 1 can't attack. Opt. That's probably good enough for next turn. Cruise. We're going to lose our TPI, but he's going to have to be aggressive to do it.
Yep.
And that's going to just leave him vulnerable to
attack for 3.
Swarm. Yep.
Oh. That's an interesting one.
I do love me some Caltrops. That was like casual catnip back in the day. Just made all my Jackal Pups do nothing. All my Mog Fanatics do nothing. My friend had a Caltrops deck. There was a card that said, like, if a creature ever takes damage, it dies. He had, like, a nice little Caltrops, like, prison deck. This was, like, super casual, though. All right, that's fine.
Let's get my Nykthos. Let's play Beseiju, Oath. I guess I'll take an Elvish Mystic. And yeah, through the boat, get you for 6.
All right, I was at 18. I should be at 12 now.
And pass the turn.
All right, so we got 5 tokens untapped.
And now with Todd at 12, like I'm almost threatening lethal here. Only I could have played this layer sometime earlier.
All right, this is an easy 5, and then the rest of my turn is difficult. I think. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna go to 10.
Ooh, aggressive. Got 12 cards in hand.
Yeah, I'm going to Odawar this. Go.
Todd clearly with a counter spell over there.
Mono Green and Pioneer, the best showing of boat we have seen. I do not recall being a big deal in other deck/formats. It was excellent in Standard. It was format defining when it was in Standard. It took a little while for it to pick up steam in Pioneer, but ever since Karn has been in the Mono Green decks, they've always had one boat in the sideboard, and the boat is probably the most grabbed artifact. It is interactive, and it is a huge threat and has evasion. Works well with Karn with the plus. Dodges, some sweeper stuff, helps finish off planeswalkers from the opponent. It's just an excellent card. The Gruul Boats deck has been a more recent addition to the format that's given the deck, or given the card a bit more life as well. It's very good against Rakdos too, because many of the creatures have 3 toughness. What you got?
Got sadness. Only sadness.
Yeah, well, welcome to my life.
Yeah, this can't quite do everything I want to do. You have a million cards in your hand. that's gonna get me to not quite.
Apex Gaming says Circle of Flame is Pioneer legal. You want to splash that in your deck? Bobo, thanks for the resub. Appreciate the 10 months.
Well, we can play this for sure. The sad layer of the Hydra.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can play an Elvish Mystic.
Mm-hmm.
Guess I could
Make a wolf.
Yeah, just make a wolf here and get in with the boat.
I have a 10.
Have you... Yeah, you've discarded your one negate. I guess, oh, if you just have the 2-mana one. I've got a Kiora that I could play and then still have enough mana to make it. So I could, like, add 3, then have 5, and still Haven. But if you just have Make Disappear, that's a problem. I guess if I go for the Haven play and you just have any red removal spell, I'm also kind of boned. So let's go for the Kiora.
Resolves.
Then make 5 green. Right, 1, 2, or make, yeah, no, that's 4. That's 4. Okay. Untap Nykthos, go down to 2 up to 6. So now I can go for Haven. I think it's pretty clear Todd has a counter spell, but you also haven't played any red removal spells this game. I guess you've drawn 2 Spike Fields, but it's I would guess you just have both. I get rid of this though, and then trade off. What can I do next turn? I think I'm just gonna get the counterspell. 1 float. Yep. You're up. Especially because I have the lair now that can guarantee the Sky Sovereign next turn.
Yeah. Alright, gonna strangle the Elvish Mystic.
Yeah, Todd just had both, so. The unfortunate part was that I had the lair.
Alright, you 5. Go.
So this elf is free. Then I can go to 4 green. Untap. 0 green floating, Karn.
Yeah, that's fine.
Plus.
Okay.
Attack you for 5.
Killed it.
And now I think I just hold back with. I guess I can. This is only 4 green, 5 green, so I don't have enough to make a wolf and hold up lair. I think I'd rather just make a big lair since it's harder for you to answer.
Okay.
And it. Yeah, so I'll just pass. I untapped first with the Nykthos, by the way, to help layer on Make Disappear.
All right, you.
In case anyone's wondering. So go to 4 green, make a 4/4 layer, and I'll block 2 of them. Elf dies, I go to 2.
Yep. I'll buy Jag.
Yep.
Your turn.
No, I probably should have been Haven. This I was thinking too short term, wasn't I?
You get in some real hot water if I have strangle.
Yeah, but now I'm...
You also lose like a devotion and a mana. It might matter, but I don't know.
Well, let's Haven here.
Okay.
Puts me up to 4. Yeah, so this is 3 green. Nykthos goes down to 1 up to 5. I'll wish for a boat. Oh no, that wasn't the main deck one. I already wished for a boat. Oh no. Well, I guess I have to. I had 5 mana floating, so this would be 3 mana floating. Play that.
Is that real? What you want to get?
What else am I gonna? Oh, I guess I can get
so much mana. You have a cure on tap still. Like I don't understand what you're doing. You have so much.
I guess I can
mana.
get Restorative Burst.
You can get Cityscape Leveler. I don't know if that works.
Yeah,
I guess
Leveler's not very good, but Restorative Burst is get Pestilent Cauldron. Let's plan to burst. And I forgot I had the cure activation.
Yeah.
And this is still with 5 green floating. So I can just cast it now. Yeah. So let's cast this. It's creature, land, or planeswalker, so I can't get boat back.
No, but you can get Cavalier back.
But I can get Cavalier, and do I just want to get Kiora? That doesn't really do anything. I think I might just need to get Cavalier and an Elf.
Okay, well, when you target, I'll make disappear. Sack and pay 4.
Hold on.
What do you mean, hold on? You put the spell on the stack.
I was thinking about what to target.
But I'm countering it. It doesn't matter.
You
only have 3 mana.
No. So you sat here and convinced me to get something else so you could counter it?
You could do whatever you want. Well, you also didn't untap your thing first. Like, you got... Look, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you know... You can get Heart of Kieran if you want. That's fine. I do not care about Heart of Kieran. You're basically dead on board if you get Heart of Kieran.
Mm-hmm. Well, that would
2
leave
blockers
me...
and you're at 2.
It would leave me with 3 blockers.
Okay. All right. Get whatever you want.
I
mean, it just taps you out regardless, right? So you can't do the Wolfwillow. You can't do whatever because it's just unless you pay 4.
Yeah. It got very awkward when you have found double removal spell to deal with the boat.
Yeah. The 2 impulses were sick.
It's really just about buying enough time to find another big spell.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and obviously getting Restorative Burst is just going to run afoul of counter spells. So if I'm trying to get a big spell, then like whatever. You know, the Heart of Kieran is going to continue whittling down your board, but you have the Pyromancer in play. So, yeah, at 5 mana, yeah, you would just, yeah, if I cast this, you're just going to kill me. And like, even if I untapped this first and played around it, right, or it would untap here, would be better.
Mm-hmm.
I would have 2 mana left after I cast it.
I would just counter the Cavalier and then probably come close to killing you, if not killing you. You do gain 4 life though, so like it's not that bad.
Oh yeah, that's the big.
But you have to untap first, and I didn't want to just give away that my hand was a make disappear while you were making your decision.
Yeah.
So let's say that you don't know about the make disappear. You untap.
Yeah, let's assume I untap that first because I'm gonna be untapping it later anyway, and I want this to resolve.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll Restorative Burst, the Cavalier, and I think just an Elf.
Okay. That way you can play both.
Yeah. Are you gonna make? And yeah, you're gonna wait to. This is exiled, and then I get to play. I play Cavalier.
Yeah, and I don't have to sack, so I go up a token.
Yeah, and so now I'm a. You gave me the 4 life,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'll pass.
This is dicey. And removal spells game.
Yeah.
We'll start with an Ox. It's a different one.
Oh yeah, sure.
All right, Ox. Top card is a Consider. We'll keep. Consider. Make another token. Lead your Fading Hope. We'll Fading Hope and attack for the lethal.
Deadlies.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to debate you. I just didn't want to give away what my card was until you made your decision. I just was baffled by the Heart of Kieran because I think you're just dead if you just Heart of Kieran and make a 2/2. But maybe not. Maybe like that plays around make disappear the best. And
I thought I could Heart of Kieran, make a 2/2, and have Layer up.
Yeah.
And have 3 blockers that way. But that's still like not particularly good. Yeah, you're right. I should have gone for Burst. I was just like stuck in this really defensive mindset. But yeah.
All right. Well, that's 2 matches down. That's 2 Dubskis so far for Izzet 8-Peezy. So far, so good. I think being on the play, obviously, in this matchup means a lot. You know, you having a Eternal Null versus not means the world. And a lot of times when you mulligan, you have to keep hands that don't have elf and just have Wolfwell Haven and hope that that's fast enough. But that just like lets me turn to play one of my young pyromancers and then just kind of bury you in those tokens. We saw that game. I was just like trading resources like crazy, like losing cards so that I could just keep board position. And it was just a little too hard to deal with. But that's why I really like those 2-drops as the focal point of the deck.
Yeah, you're able to, I think, with the 8 Pyromancer deck relative to Phoenix, which is always the deck I'm gonna compare it to. You get to play the post-sideboard game plan for most Phoenix lists, sort of game 1 with Make Disappear, and then you have even more counters coming out, and you have all these great 2-mana threats that are hard for the green deck to answer. But you don't have the catch-up potential that deck does with Thing in the Ice and with Temporal Trespass. Yeah. So there's a bit of a trade-off there, but ultimately, like, I think it leaves the matchup still solid.
There's also a chance that instead of 4 crews, I should just be playing the 2 Galvanic and the 2 Trespass. Like, we don't fill our graveyard as well as Phoenix because we don't play pieces of the puzzle, so I don't think that that's the direction to go.
Yeah, no, Cruise has been way too good. Like, just think about how good it was against Rakdos.
Right. Well, that's going to do it for our second match. We're going to take just a 5-minute breather. Dexagos asks, Ross didn't have an elemental token. Nah, he forgot to bring them.
Yeah, I have Ross like 1,000 of them. They're just in a box under my bed.
Yeah. And plus, I think he didn't want to get beat down by his own token. I think that was.
Oh, really that's fine. I'll put my token on any battlefield at any time.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna take a short breather here. We're gonna get the next deck set up for you. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for more Apex Gauntlets.